Hey, it's Kevin. Welcome back to the Road Warrior. I've often talked about the fact I'm not the biggest fan of the holidays. And again, I have nothing against Christmas. I have nothing against family. But again, I worked in retail as a kid, and Christmas was always a nightmare. Worked in radio as an adult, and you never really got any time off there, and everybody demanded stuff right now. And December was always the busiest month of the year. See the same thing here at the agency I work at these days, where everybody's trying to get those last-minute projects in, and you're supposed to have some time off, and you never seem to get to spend the time off. But there's one thing I figured out that, well, the one reason I dislike the holidays, and it's lines. Yeah, no, first world problems. But have you ever noticed that, again, I don't like lines any time of the year. Not a big fan of crowds. But I can deal with it. But I noticed during the holidays, people are much more impatient. People are much more annoying. As I always tell my wife, I sometimes get the feeling that people don't ever leave their houses 11 months of the year, and we pay for it that 12th month of the year, where they're out exploring reality. They're like, they're like foreigners. And I don't mean foreigners in a bad way. I mean foreigners in a foreign land that don't know what to do. They can't move up. They can't stay fairly close. They got to take up a lot of space. And again, it's frustrating. I don't understand why everybody, in the spirit of friendship, in the spirit of the season, has to be so self-involved. Again, I'm a big guy, and I've always been very self-conscious of how much space I take up. I realize I'm big. I realize that sun glare is annoying, but I'm trying to run away from it. But man, it's just not going away today. I had this problem last week too. It's the time of year. But the one thing I found is that I think people, it's almost like a trade-off. They feel, well, since I've got to be nice to everybody, I'm just going to be in my own little world here. Yeah, it's very frustrating, as is this line of traffic I'm dealing with, where you get some people doing 70 miles an hour, and then the lane I'm stuck in is doing 55, and I don't quite know why. It's not like we're near an exit or anything like that on the highway. It's, again, there's just something about this time of year that people act differently, that people act like they've never done this before, that they are new to all of this. The holidays come around every year. They are not a surprise. I don't know if you know this or not. Okay, and not that Hanukkah's a surprise, but Hanukkah does change dates. But Christmas is always December 25th. Now, in our family case, you never know if it's going to be the 25th, 26th, 27th, or the week after. Isn't that all families? But the real Christmas, the one where Santa comes, the one where we celebrate Jesus, happens on December 25th. Now, I realize this year the holiday season is a week shorter because of where Thanksgiving fell, because it's always the last Thursday of the month. And it was like, a couple weeks ago, people were like, oh my gosh, we're almost to Christmas. I'm like, yes. What part of you have 25 days from the first of the month to know Christmas is happening? I don't know. It's driving me crazy. So's this sunshine. It's probably driving you crazy too, and I apologize. But that's my rant. I'm done. I know, again, maybe that sun ray makes it so you don't have to see me as much. Driving me crazy. Hopefully it's not driving you too crazy. Back next week, another Road Warrior, kevinmason.us, home to all of the Road Warrior videos. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. Like, comment, share. Do all those things you're supposed to do for videos so more people see it in the algorithm. That could be a Christmas gift to me and doesn't cost you anything. A couple of seconds is all it costs. See you next week. I'll try to be in a better mood, but I'm not promising anything. Thanks.